we did?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You know, and they you know the Indians and all that they got it bad, and these are the same individuals that are doing everything now.
Okay.
Same individuals coming from, like I said, the Vatican, Rome.
Mm,
You know, all of the same individuals, the Rothschilds, the banking families, all of them. They're all the same. They've been
okay.
doing it for thousands and thousands of years. Um, which is another reason why some of the Indians and all that stuff were already funded. So you know the
As like
people
a
that are
compensation kind of deal.
right, that's happened already. You know, about a
Okay.
couple weeks ago. But anyway, they're everything has to be resolved in order for us to rebuild the lands and get rid of all the borders so that the world becomes a unified human race. So that's happening. However
Okay.
long that takes, it doesn't matter to me because I can't go nowhere. So, and I'm not rushing. So, we're good.
Well, I'm happy about that. Okay. I just wanted to know that because ever since when you posted something about Puerto Rico and then finding out, the history of Hawaii and all the, little territories like that, it made me go, I don't even think we've ever supposed to be here. But, before all this disclosure came, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, the USA, the USA. But then, the way our history started was kind of jacked up. Like, I don't know if Daddy would have really wanted that. Back then. I was calling him God. But then, of course, religion taking over
Yeah. So,
everything couldn't
so
help but think, oh,
in other words, it don't really matter where we're all at right now because the earth belongs to everybody.
right. Okay, so borders are bullshit.
Absolutely, including races.
Yes. Yes, the races are bullshit. We're literally all one human race. We
Right.
literally
So,
only fight
so
over
you got you
pigmentation.
got you got people over there in Israel and Palestine killing each other, and they're fucking related.
Yeah, that
So you
part.
see, you see how they've been bamboozled.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, it's all good. We're going to change it all, and people are going to, they're going to wake up one way or another. Huh?
I'm ready for it.
All right, we got a couple new people coming in. Q&A. What's your next question?
Hey, Smarty, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have a question about our assets. How long will it be until they're backed up where we're able to buy so we can gift others to help them set up their accounts?
Well, you can do that now, just creating lobster wallets and transferring some of your own funds to other accounts. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I will say that the reason why everything is halted is because we're working on other things that's going to benefit every one of the crew members here, especially my crew, right? So I would just hold off on everything until we uh, disclose what we've been working on. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Sounds great.
Yep. You're welcome. All right. Go ahead. Next question.
Smarty,
Nobody.
I know
Go ahead.
a lot of different populations, a large portion of their populations are clones, according to things I've read. Will clones be able to go into the new world at all, or are they all going to be gone?
Yeah, they're all going to be gone. There's no need for them at all.
Because I read like 90% of the population of China was cloned individuals.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's been happening everywhere. That's why if you look at certain individuals, you don't see an energy field around them.
Hmm.
So it's happening everywhere. And then they make movies about it, and they make you believe it's just a movie.
Yeah.
Half of celebrities are clones now anymore.
Yeah, well, you see, a lot of them are already gone, and they're having to wear masks just to, all they're trying to do is generate income for their group, and that's slowly dying. I wish it would happen faster, but we have to wait on Daddy's orders. So we are working on and freezing all of the funds from all of these bad actors. Some of them already been frozen, but we're doing all types of things to them too, where they're not going to have a choice but to cut it out. Another way, another thing Daddy had us do is to tap into all the minds of their wives and break up with them or fight with them or whatever the case is, so that they know what they're doing is not okay with even their own family. So we're doing a lot of different things. It's not like we're just not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's going down. It's going down Daddy's way. So everything's good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome. Thank you, Daddy's right. I thank him every day. And I'm glad he's in charge, because I would have fucked something up a long time ago. I'm just being honest.
We love ya.
Love you too. All right, who's next? Q&A, questions and answers. Let's go. There's so much shit going on, and there's a lot of people here, and y'all all quiet. What's going on?
Hey, Smarty. Now that Jim Jones isn't going to be the House Speaker, does that take the wealth transfer in the next year?
Absolutely not. We don't care about none of the politics.
Cool.
Yep. Even certain individuals in the intel calls that we get, right? They say all this type of bullshit, but we all know who's in charge. So we don't give a shit if Trump is the Speaker of the House. We just don't care. It's all going down Daddy's way, and all of their excuses are just that, and they're running out. Sound good?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, reinforce that shit.
Done.
That's right. Done. All right, who's next? What's next?
Hi, Smarty. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I just have a couple of questions. I'm just curious. Is the Holocaust real? And if so, are the Jews that Hitler tried to eliminate, are they the real Jews, or they are the Khazarian, the reptilians?
They're the Khazarian reptilians.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
So is Hitler a good guy?
I wouldn't say he's a good guy, but he was trying to get rid of them too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do bad things in order for shit to change. For instance, when I evaporate these foods and I do what I do, it's bad, right? Shit is bad, right? If you look at it. However, I have the authority to do it because it's my job.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's almost like some people just took matters into their own hands, essentially.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Some people took matters into their own hands, and since it wasn't supposed to go that way, this is the end result of it.
And he crapped the bed, essentially.
Right.
Okay, so now I have to ask this. Is the Holocaust, now this is a piggyback question. The Holocaust did that happen? Because there's a lot of conflicting information there. Did the Holocaust actually happen with, like, I mean, I know the concentration camps were a thing, but were civilians being rounded up?
You're witnessing the same thing happening over again. So what do you think?
All right, never mind. Yep, okay. Hey, so much is being debunked right now. It's not, I mean, has been getting debunked. It's crazy, and I just don't want to get, I don't think one of us want to get caught with our pants down anymore, thinking one thing and it was another, and it's like, okay, now it's making me look at every bit of history now.
Well, that's exactly why this is all occurring, because, you know, the people has been bamboozled. It's like, you know, you're born into nothing but a cesspool of lies, and then they make you believe the shit, right? Look at all of the different races on the planet. Look at all of the different groups on the planet. The last time I checked, we all bleed the same. Well, if you're you know, this organic body, you bleed red, and our bones look exactly the same. So we've been bamboozled. That's all. There's no easy way to put it. We've been fucking suckered. So this is another reason why we had to come in the way we did, you know, knowing our missions, and some of us not knowing our missions until certain events take place where we become activated. People have been becoming activated since Roswell, okay, and it's been happening every year and every so event, and so on. Like, how many people you think woke up in the last week that were fucking sleeping?
Yep.
Right? How
And
many
are
people,
mad about it.
How many people that didn't believe nothing about the tunnels, nothing about this and nothing about that, and now they're actually seeing this shit. It's not the same thing that we told them, but
Yep.
it's similar. Like, okay, if they're able to do this, they got to be able to. Their other shit got to be true.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jewish, you got you know, real Jewish people, genuine Jewish people in the you know, in some of their local government facilities with signs saying ceasefire, and them motherfuckers are still shooting people over there. Okay, so hello. Oh man, these people are sick. I'm trying to tell you, and you know, some of the corpses that are out there, they're literally taking them and eating them. That's how sick. That's how sick these motherfuckers are, and we know they are because we can see it.
Yeah.
Having to go at their food source a different way, even though, I mean, they're still getting exposed while they do it.
Exactly. And then you're doing things like putting cement inside water wells and cutting off the trucks to coming in by blowing up the roads and shit. Come on, man. You trying to tell us, the people of the world, that you're going after terrorists when you could have just sent special ops to go in and eliminate those supposedly targets? You really expect us to believe that shit?
Mm-mm.
Fuck no. And we know that shit is bullshit. Now, thousands of people, millions of people around the world are finding out that it's all bullshit too.
Yeah.
So I thank Daddy that people are waking up. You know, unfortunately, it had to happen this way, which isn't really unfortunate, because, you know, Daddy's in control of it all. He knows the outcome. He knows we don't like it. He knows we would love to do things about it. He knows that, you know, some of us are doing things about it by just the training that I've taught you guys, right? So we're playing our part no matter how you look at it. Even when you see a video, you guys are broadcasting that love and light, want to see healing, want to see it stop. All that stuff is affecting the outcome so that the bullshit that they wrote in those books do not happen. Understood?
Yes.
Yep.
Done.
All right, go ahead. What's the next question?
Hey, Smarty.
Yep.
So since we're talking about that, there's so much bullshit, right? So there's what's going on at the border. Is there a crisis like they're always saying, or is that just also psyops?
Well, it's you got to see who's doing the reporting.
Right. Okay.
You got to see who's doing the reporting, because a lot of that is psyops. They want you to look over here, don't look over there. Like, for instance, ever since this bullshit started, all the other stuff that we were, exposing and talk about, everybody just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
yeah, I mean, you all see Biden and all that. Now they want $100 billion for aid for Israel.
Yeah. That's nuts.
What? Israel's the one doing all the bombing.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. Me as let's say I was over there and I was Pakistani or whatever you want to call it, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that on the other side of the border, my enemy has nuclear weapons. Now, what sense would it make for me to take this little fucking rocket launcher and shoot it over the fence, knowing that they got nuclear weapons and they can fucking annihilate everything? All right.
Yeah, that
so
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. So we all know that they did it.
Right.
And
they're playing that narcissistic in-law or whatever and trying to say, you hurt me, even though they're the one doing the damage.
Yep. I've been saying it from the beginning. It's a land grab. Then you got, I had this guy tell me, well, there's underground bases and they hit the hospital to get the underground base. What? How does that even fucking make sense?
It doesn't.
If we
it's
got
a tunnel
if we
for
got,
a reason.
Hold on. If we got military guys going in and out these tunnels all around the world, why the fuck they just don't go in and out the tunnels over there?
Good point.
Well, the truth is that they are, and this is how they're trying to cover up the fact that they're being annihilated from underneath.
They set the house on fire. Now they're trying to escape.
Yeah, basically. And then you got these ships that are intercepting missiles and annihilating the front row tanks and doing all types of stuff. You got angels appearing left and right, and they can only interfere in so much. And you're going to see videos of it because Dad wants the videos out. Oh man! I'm looking forward to all this to be over with, so that we can spread the wealth without them all being here, and heal the people without all of them being here. Yes. And that is going to happen. Okay.
Done.
Done. So essentially, okay. So in terms of the wealth transfer, because I know that Israel was supposed to be last, right? So they essentially, just to clarify, they essentially decided to break out in like a theater of war to suspend things and hold things off, along with like everything else, along with, the suffering of people. There is this like another ploy for them to hold things off from the completion of
that? That's what they thought would happen. Yes.
Okay.
However, because them doing it, they catapulted it.
Oh.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, you fucking idiots. You did it
That's
again.
hilarious.
It's
That's
like
fucking hilarious.
it's like that do that boomerang and it's coming right back on their ass.
Yeah. Well,
That's
you
like
got
slingshotting themselves in the face.
Yep.
you guys remember I said, the more and more they show themselves, the more and more we show ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Dun,
Well,
dun, dun.
the more and more they do certain things, the more and more daddy allows what we want to occur. And by them doing this, they they catapulted things. Not only did they catapult things, they also made enemies where they made enemies that they didn't have.
Oh, they crapped the bed big time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm sorry. You know what? It doesn't pay to be stupid and it doesn't pay to be dark. This is actually kind of, I mean, the suffrage of the people, yes, I bleed for them. Like, matter of fact, you posted a video about a father holding his deceased baby. I literally bawled like a baby, wanting to grab Elias hard and like hold him close. That's suffrage, and that is the things that I'm feeling for, not like a lot of us are. However, like on another aspect, like the dark, they are so, like, they're literally stupid. They think they're so smart. They're actually just fucking stupid. So when you put it things like that and actually paint that picture as to what's really going on, I can't help but laugh anymore because, no, I literally have to laugh at it. That's why I don't take this quote-unquote war seriously.
Well, I mean, listen to what I've been telling y'all for the last couple of years. Pay attention and go back and, revisit everything I've been saying. Okay. If you know you get to live forever. If you know that we're about to release chambers that can bring anybody back. If you know that daddy is real. If you know that we can manifest things almost instantly and we're just waiting to be fully activated. What the fuck are you worried about? Right?
Yes.
So that's literally where I'm at. However, I shedded tears myself when I seen these type of things because I don't like seeing it, and my job is to stop it. And I tear up because I wish I can do more, and the only thing I can do is watch and wait for daddy's orders. But I understand that those things are the case in the very near future. So when I say these dumbasses catapulted, that they did. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm happy that they catapulted it. We just have to get through this little hump here so that we can get to that new reality we all been reinforcing. It's a fucking purge that's happening right now.
Oof. Yep.
And why you think they shut down my Telegram? And I'm pretty sure I'm the only one yet still, right? I don't think anybody else. I don't think they did it to anybody else yet, right? And it's the same individuals that started all this shit. So they shut down my Telegram group because I had thousands of people following me there. And they knew that I would speak out about it. So, I would have had 300 plus people on this Zoom right now. So,
wow.
There's no other true site other than yours, Smarty. So, whether the other sites have, umpteen whatever thousand, your site is the only true site. Like, it's the only truth speaking site, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, they if you look at my Instagram, they just hit that too. They it's like stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, Daddy says that I've already prevented everything, and that the world I will be known. So,
oh yeah,
there's nothing they can do about it. I am who I am. I'm the real deal. I'm not going nowhere, and my crew and the abilities will speak for themselves.
And they are.
And we are, exactly.
I wanted to say something, Smarty, and because I want to see, kind of like it helps to hear where everybody's at, you know. Lately, I was talking with Elena that I noticed that, like, as far as abilities being heightened, it used to be that, you know, I'd go to sleep and then you come back and, you know, I would remember some stuff. But lately, I can feel like the two realities merging more and more and more. Like, I'll go, you know,
and you're in both of them before you actually wake up.
Yes. Oh, totally. And I wake up and then, oh, Elena and I always chiming back and forth with each other. But more and more, like more than I ever have in my whole 53 years here, it's like, yeah, the merging is happening and it's very, very real. Like what? Wait, what? And then kind of confusing sometimes, you know?
Yep. And the manifestations are happening faster and faster too. So
if anybody else can attest to that, that would be awesome.
Dude, yeah. Like hardcore, seriously. And the manifestations are real. Like you'll see something happen in a dream and something in this reality will manifest itself. I'm like
right away. Right.
Like
right
instantaneously. Away. Like within hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's all happening. It's all happening. We're all being, you know, we're all being fully activated. And we you know, we are going to do everything that Daddy wants us to do. There's no way around us.
Dun dun dun.
There's no way around Daddy, and this is the case with these guys. Like every time we do a certain thing and they attack one of the crew members, and then we retaliate, some of them are literally like saying, "How the fuck did they see us?" Hello. Your creator allowed you to be created. Did you think you were going to be created without a GPS from Daddy? Without an energy signal from Daddy? Are you serious now? Come on, man.
Like my husband says, a day.
Listen, that's why I never miss. Never. I never miss. They don't understand how daddy is. People don't understand none of this shit. You know, they say, "Oh, I believe in God," or I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian, I'm this, I'm that. You don't even know the fucking half, okay? So just sit your ass down.
Okay, so when it comes to matters of ascension, I mean, we still got people stuck thinking we in 5D. I hear that, and in my head, I'm like, it's 7D. Never mind. Where are we? Seriously though, like I have people who are in the know and even know about you, and they've heard about 7D, and they're still like, yeah, 5D. I'm like, what part of 5 sounds like 7 to you? I was wondering. Are we, because I've been noticing a massive acceleration like we all have. I know that sounds like a broken record, but are we near 8?
We're absolutely.
Confirmed.
Yeah, so we're on the brink of 8 now. Those people that say those type of things, they really don't understand how dimensions work. So just forgive them.
Just forgive them. You just sounded like that just reminds me of a southern, because I'm from Georgia, so that just reminds me of like a southern anecdote. Bless your heart.
Exactly. You can't, you know, it's like, you know, you can't see what I've noticed throughout the years is that I've tell people certain things and then they go off and they, you know, they take what I taught them and then they pervert it, you know, with their little twist of what they think is real. And you know, we've seen it over and over within this own group here. So not you guys here, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you know, all of a sudden they're the boss, and I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's all good. I forgive them, and we'll just keep moving forward. But yeah, we're in the end stages of the 7th dimension, and once this is over, we'll be even we'll be in the 8th towards the 9th. And dimensions, you know, for those of you that keep saying the lower level dimensions, it's literally a mindset and how you can use your abilities and what you can do with them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are how you know what dimensions you're in. If you can't do certain things, you're in a low dimension still.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start to be able to do certain things and you understand and know that it's true, you literally catapult yourself to higher dimensions. So when I say we move in dimensions, that's the case. Awareness of it all.
Boom, boom, boom.
Pow, pow, pow.
Zap, zap, zap.
Marty, I have a weird question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was in town. Town is like 1,500 people, and little tiny store. And this lady came in and stood next to me, and I felt my energy signature from her. The cashier is standing there looking at both of us like, what the fuck? She was like a 15-year older version of me, looked just like me and everything.
Mm.
Okay. So what's your question?
Was it?
Was it? The answer is no to that.
Mm.
But that doesn't mean it was your energy signature. It just means you noticed the energy signature and it looks similar to yours.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, because the lady looked just like me too. It was crazy.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, the cashier was kind of freaking over it. She's looking back and forth at us like, what the fuck?
That's funny. That's funny.
I have
Well,
a
people do pop up on each other like that. But I wouldn't say it's yourself, if you know what I mean. People can pop up on you.
Right.
And
Can they be like twin spirits?
no, but what I was about to say, they can mimic you. That's what the dark ones are used to doing.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, you know how it's even in the Bible where it says even the Satan can act like an angel, right?
That's true.
Yep.
So there's a lot of truth there, but you know. Anyway, yeah, that's more of the case there, but it's cool. No worries.
Thank you.
Yep, it's all for learning.
Yes.
I have a question. Hi, Smarty and everybody. Ascension growing pains and psychic attacks, are they separate or can they be the same? This week I got smacked hard with vertigo just out of nowhere, and it wasn't, I wasn't sick or anything. I just, all of a sudden the room was spinning, and honestly, no drugs or alcohol was involved. I don't do that. So is that ascension, or was that I got on somebody's radar?
Well, you have to get rid of what you think about ascension, because people think ascension is what what they think. What you call an ascension is literally dying and going to a different realm. That's what ascension is, and nobody's dying. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
So they've termed it ascension, but it's not ascension. Like one of my buddies was told that he was ascending, and that it's ascension symptoms. Meanwhile, he had to be rushed to the hospital because he was lied to. So the answer is no to being ascension. However, everything else is an attack. If you feel in that type of way, it's because somewhere, somehow, someone along the line that you're in contact with is attacking you. And you have to home in on it to know and see where it's coming from, so that you can protect yourself from that individual by placing that individual in a heavy, loving light blanket so that they can't affect you or anybody else. This reality is nothing but frequencies and energy. So when you feel like that, that's because somebody is attacking you with, spells or weaponry. You got that part?
Yes.
do. Yeah.
Now,
it
okay,
felt like an attack.
and that's literally what it is. That's what I'm telling you. Now,
Yeah. Okay.
when you're receiving downloads, the downloads, all they do is get you a little tired. You take a nap, you wake up a new person, but you
Right.
don't feel all woozy and all fucked up like you just been through a war. Okay. Everything else, no matter how you look at it, is an attack, is the frequency hitting you. Just like you take the remote control and you change the channel to your TV, somebody somewhere is doing that to you.
Wow. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when you feel that way, hold on real quick. When you feel that way, stop, track everybody you talk to, track what they're going through, and then find out how the dark ones got to them to get to you. Then you do what I said. You put a heavy loving light blanket around them, and then you put a heavy loving light blanket around the situation that they just went through, because that's what they do. They know our friends and family. They know that not everybody is of the light like us. That don't mean they're bad. They just have lower vibrations than us. So they know all these things. They open up portals right next to them, attack them, put them in a chokehold, or do certain things to them, and then they make them do other things. So you can't be mad at them. They just don't know.
Oh.
But the way to defend yourself is to pinpoint where it's coming from, pinpoint the conversations you just had, because 9 out of 10, once you get off of a fucking phone call with somebody, you feel that way because that individual, not knowing the attacks was coming from them because everything they just cried to you about.
So it's almost like they shed themselves a little bit, like whatever they were going through, just shed onto you.
It's not, well, yeah, you can say that, but it's literally that entity that's latched onto them hitting you.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So it's like the movie Fallen when Denzel Washington. You know how no matter every time Denzel killed a certain person, that entity just jumped to the next person.
Right. Okay.
Right. So all it is that, and we have to pinpoint where it's coming from so that we can grab that entity, wrap that entity in loving light blankets while the cleanup crew come around and snatch them up.
Wow.
Okay. Now to piggyback off that question, is there a possibility that you can get downloads as you are feeling the attack? Like, can it happen simultaneously as kind of like a means to strengthen ourselves to what's going on? Or
yes, that does occur, but that's rare because Daddy doesn't do downloads that way, only because that would interfere with the download.
Oh.
So what will happen is you'll be downloaded, but then you'll be downloaded with dark information too.
Got it.
Oh,
This is why it's important to drink charged water or even coffee or whatever when you guys wake up, because that also keeps your vibes high and eliminate all the negative shit that was thrown at you while we was at war when we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, Smarty, can I add something real quick?
$5.
Okay. Anyway. Lately I noticed something like, when I wake up at a certain time, and I hear get to work, I do. I noticed that it's like,
at least you don't got the heat on your ass.
Exactly. So, but listen, so I noticed that it's twofold, right? Because you're not only just doing work for everybody else, but you're also doing it for you. And I've noticed that there are times, okay, I get lazy and I later on in the day, I'll be like, oh shit, I should have done blah, blah, blah. And I realize that my energy will be off, or, just something just didn't hit right. And I realized that wake up call wasn't just to do work, but also to work for me too. Cause it's all, it's twofold. If you're doing work, it's also doing work for you. So I'm getting better now at, when I hear the get to work, wake up call, like, I don't know, 3 a.m., I'm on it because, okay, cool.
Yep. Y'all remember when the presidency was stolen from Trump back in the day, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You remember how I felt the next day because of everybody's, emotions?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's how I've been feeling for the last couple of days because of what's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So me, myself, and I've been transmuting everybody's, pain and suffering, and giving it back to Daddy, and feeling like I've been literally in the fucking war zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real thing. It's all energetic. Those people are being attacked energetically by what's happening. The pain and suffering and all that shit. It's all energies. It's all attacks. There's so much dark energy in that area that we constantly have to bombard it. That's one of the reasons why I told all you guys to focus your wands at Israel. You don't have to know exactly where it's located. Dad knows where it's at. So you just point and shoot. Bam.
Yep.
Done. Thank you. And by the way, Smarty, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then with all of the dead bodies in the area, it smells horrible. So what do you think those creatures over there are doing? They're fucking loving and bathing in that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking foul.
But it's also, like I said, it's also good because now they're all in one spot and we can eliminate them all together.
Right. Sick bastards basically trap themselves and expose themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they catapulted everything else we want.
Done.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask. Okay. So and this is hard. I'm asking for a friend. I know it can be hard. Because we can decipher. We are good at reading energy. We're good at reading, who's light, who's dark, who's jaded, but they're still light, like they're still a good person, right? I'm wondering more in like a micro level when it comes to like within our own personal lives, our own personal families, or loved ones, or people that we know. Some people they're just outright dark, and they can attack you too, right? So like. For example,
that's exactly why I say to pinpoint the conversations you were just having when you feel like shit, because yes, they will attack you, and they know it.
Okay, and they know it. See, that's the thing. Okay. So, for example, I have somebody in my life that I really don't want in my life anymore because they've proven to me to be dark. And I know that they're dark, and anytime there is like a family holiday and they're supposed to be present and everything like that, I'm always having a dream about these two people. And like just this afternoon, I woke up from having been attacked by them in my dream. And it's always days leading up to it when they try to fend me off. Of course, I go and clear myself. I go to Daddy. I give it to him, and I also make sure that I, basically ready myself for when the event takes place, because that way I can maintain my high vibration. I make sure that during the whole, event, everything runs smoothly because, I'm not about to sit here and let things happen. We can do energy work to where things are fended off. But that is another possibility, right? Are we also dealing with certain individuals who are just downright dark?
I already answered that.
Okay, yeah. It just sucks to think because you don't want that person to be your family member, and so
and those type of individuals are always in some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Always. If they didn't create the conflict, they're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
you got to be mindful of all that stuff because you know, they don't know what they don't know. So, you know, some of them you have to forgive because, you know, if they really knew what we're capable of doing, they wouldn't even want to be dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what's happening with a lot of these individuals that are being evaporated because they've been warned so many times. They didn't believe nothing I was saying, and now they're stuck in the ethers watching everything else, you know, wishing they would have listened. They never expected Daddy to pop up the way he did. They never expected me to pop up the way that Daddy had me pop up, right? They all
Right.
Daddy, and when I say that, Daddy's always been here. However, um, he fully activated me to do what I'm doing now because I've always been here too, been coming and going. Earth is not the only fucking place where I'm working at. Hello. So this is another reason why even reincarnations take place because we have shit to do elsewhere, and for the time being, we have to go and do other things. Like if you look at it, and you really understand it all, it's nothing but a gigantic galactic sting operation, and the entire universe is involved in it. and and they didn't believe nothing, and now they're about to find out how real we are. Understood?
Smarty,
Yes, sir.
Smarty, can I get a confirmation on an attack that happened to my husband the other night? Um, he collapsed in the bathroom and passed out, and he, within, probably about 20 minutes, it sort of was coming to a bit calming down, and he feels that he was attacked by someone that he knew about 30 years ago, and that he's got this Archangel Michael tattoo on the back of his neck, and he thinks that the person tried to attack him and take off that tattoo from his neck, and he then sent out an energy to blast that guy away, but it blew out like his bodysuit, and that's what fell to the ground. Is that what happened?
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, good. And it was the person that he worked with when we worked on the ship, and we think that guy's dark since then and all the way through. And it was just a random attack, and he didn't even realize at the time, but then it came to him later on. So that's good to know. So thank you. I'll confirm that to him.
That's what's been happening a lot lately, where people are starting to find out how attacks really are and really work. And I'll give y'all an example. My second in command has been being attacked since way back, and didn't realize what it all is and how and what they've been doing till recent. And when I say recent, I mean like the last 7 years that we've been working with each other. He realized that all his life he's been under attack the way he has. So it's literally been happening to all of us for a very long time, and they've been trying to take us all out so that they can continue their darkness here. And it's always been about the children, always about the children, always about killing off certain children so that the children don't wake up and take them all out.
Well, my husband doesn't have any memory of before he was 6, and things have been happening to him all his life, and he always wondered what happened to him at the beginning to take away his memory. We don't know.
It has to be some type of trauma. It's some type of trauma that he doesn't really want to remember. But when Daddy wants him to remember, there's no way he can get away from it. And that would be something he would have to deal with when it does occur. But yeah, everything else will be, smooth sailing after that too. It's only a matter of time before everybody experiences what they have to experience to become what Daddy wants them to be. including a lot of these dark ones that have been turning to the light after these last couple of days. And, to be honest, the individuals that started this, some of them, because most of them are gone already, some of the individuals that started this shit are very, very apologetic. They realize they've been set up and they've been lied to, and they helped create this. And Daddy spared a couple of them just so that they can come forward and tell the truth. So expect that as well.
Wow.
It's all real. I've been telling y'all everything that's been happening for the last couple of years, and it's happening just as I say, right or wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I've said many times when I hear something, that's what Smarty said. That's what Smarty said.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm
And I encourage you guys to go back to the recordings on the realtruthuniverse.com, because that's where I started all the Jedi sessions. That's where I started exposing everything.
Yep.
And when you're listening to it, you'll realize that, holy shit, that's what he said that, and now look what's happening. I mean, you don't have to, because that's only if you want to, but you don't have to, because I can care less. I'm going to do whatever Daddy wants me to do anyway. And it's going to happen anyway, because hello, he's the one telling me to do it. People like these fucking people still don't understand that the reason why I'm telling you shit and that I'm telling you what's going to happen is because Daddy's the one that's telling me to do it, and it's going to happen. What the fuck part do they not understand? So wild, ain't it? So wild. Like if you know that this person just disappeared in front of you, why the fuck are you going to continue to do what you're doing? Are you that fucking naive? Are you that stupid? Are you that slow?
Bizarre. Willfully ignorant.
That's exactly what it is, though. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
they just don't believe,
Nope.
and they're literally, all right. They're literally programmed that way. Also, they're programmed to continue to do what they're doing, just like we're continuing to do what we're doing. We will continue to do what we are doing to the death. Okay, that's how we were made. You understand?
Yes.
That's literally how most of us on this call, and most of the people that don't even know they're a part of our crew, are. We were literally made to stay in, spread truth in an honorable way, no matter what it costs us. Do you want? Am I right or am I wrong? Right.
You're
right. You're right.
Well said, Smarty. Well said.
Yep. You're right.
Absolutely. If they could have killed me a long time ago, they would have did it already. So it's like, you gotta go. I'm trying to be nice to you by allowing you to turn to your creator and ask him for forgiveness so that I don't gotta come kicking in your back door. Because I'm not coming in through the front door, although I have in some cases. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I've been telling them for the last couple of fucking months that I'm going to kill all y'all. I'm going to kill them all.
Take them all out, Smarty. Take them all out. They're causing way too many problems there.
You're
way
right.
too many problems.
Way
Too many problems. So, like I said, if they could have killed me, they would have, and they can't. So, I know they can't, right? So, I'm letting them know that I'm going to kill them all, and I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. Last time I checked, I was the king of this place. And whoever don't like me saying that, I don't give a fuck either.
Dang, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So I was actually listening to some old recordings of the Real Truth Calls. I think it was from 2018. And you were talking about it was the multiverse and how these other beings were coming in from the multiverse and then closing up all those portals, and how Daddy said you were responsible for this universe.
Yep.
My question lies in, I seem to be having a lot of things happen that seem to be outside this universe. So is there something I'm doing wrong?
No, that's not what's happening.
Okay.
What's happening is that it's in this universe, but it's in a different dimension. So well, that's literally what's happening. So there's let me see, I'm trying to word this in a way where you understand that we can't go into any other universes, and they can't come here right now.
That makes sense, but it seems like it's past memories.
Well, that can be very well a past memory, but you have to understand that the universe is massive, and you live thousands and thousands of lives throughout all the different galaxies. So that's why I'm telling you that it's not a different universe. It's within this universe, just a different lifetime and a different dimension.
Okay.
Which appears to be a different universe until you understand that. All right, this universe alone, the last time I checked, was 222 different dimensions. And when I asked Daddy about the dimensions, how many they were, he says it doesn't really matter because he continues to create them. And every time he creates them, he puts me in it. And he puts everybody else that's supposed to be in it. Mm-hmm. So what that means is we're bleeding into different realities, different universes, and we're merging into higher dimensions where we start to remember all of our past lives, like I've been saying on those calls.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So what's happening is everybody's starting to remember what it is, where what was happening. However, you don't have full information on it yet until we're done here, where we have the time to take out and focus on those type of things. Go ahead with you next. What were you going to say?
So how do the dimensions differ from the densities?
Energy. So right now we're physical matter. We're literally 1, 2, 3 dimension physical beings, physical matter. However, the higher up dimensions are our what they call some people call it higher selves, which is really just us on a different dimension. So the higher up you get, the less of a body you have. You're just straight energy. So the higher up you go, the more energy you become, the more knowledge you have, and the more information can flow freely, and the more you can travel. So if you look at the universe or the galaxies as a container full of ants in one dimension, and then when you open the lid, the ants can go off of different dimensions, but then they mutate into other beings. That's literally what's happening to us now. That's what's happening on a daily basis. So we're just going to keep evolving, and that's what they've been trying to stop. It's a lot to understand. Yeah, it's a whole lot to understand, but you know,
it sounds like we kind of it sounds kind of like we literally, I mean, we're not omnipresent like Daddy, but we in a way are kind of omnipresent because we can be different places at the same time.
When you're allowed to.
When we're allowed to, yeah.
Yes, when you're allowed to, because Dad has full control over it all.
And Smarty, can I say something?
Yeah. Kimberly, you go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, the reason I ask is because I checked with Daddy on this. I've cleared my Smarty charm because I used the one, my collector's one that you sent me, that you wore, as my Smarty charm, and it's in all these visions and everything. He keeps saying that it's from another universe, so I wanted to ask you, because I know about densities and dimensions, and I wasn't sure how many there were in this universe, but I also know they span other universes, and it was very interesting that the one time not the one time, but today while I was listening to that old recording, it came up again about the multiverse. So like it's no coincidences. So I'm just trying to piece it together at this point.
Yep. Well, like I said, you can't go into any other universe right now. Dad won't let you. Just like he didn't let me go into attack any other universe because this one's my responsibilities. So if I can't do it, no one can.
Right.
And that's just what it is. And I do know that you've been attacked and you've been getting wrong information. So you're gonna have to clear yourself and
I do it
continue
every morning.
Yeah,
every afternoon, every night.
Right. So just continue to do that and be careful who you share information with, because not everybody needs to know what you discover. You understand?
Yes, I do understand.
Everything is not for everybody, and the wrong individual will will steer you down the wrong road.
Yeah.
So
that's very true.
Just keep to yourself and keep working on yourself. The main thing is to practice and make sure you get validation in ways that only Daddy can, or in ways Daddy shows you, because otherwise hearsay is just hearsay.
Hearsay. I love it. So
when I tell you guys to practice and work on things, practice on healings, practice on saving parking lots. Saving parking lot space. Practice on this, practice on that. Because when you start seeing all that shit happening, then you're connected. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just hearsay coming from other people's mouths, and they're not even giving you the right information.
Yep.
All right.
So basically, mind our business.
Exactly.
The Smarty.
Other questions?
Go ahead.
The hybrids that we're dealing with, are they only reptilian hybrids?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Nope, absolutely not. There's many dark ones, many, and the sad part is that they bamboozled the humans also, because you got humans going into these secret meetings, and then you got these entities appearing in front of them and making the humans piss themselves. And next thing you know, the humans so scared that they're going to do whatever the fuck that entity just told them to do.
Yeah.
This is why you got a lot of rappers and musicians coming out with all these faggot ass videos, because they signed on the contract, and this big entity comes out and says, if you don't do this, we're going to eat your ass up and blah, blah, blah. And not only that, we're going to come late at night and we're going to rape you, because that's what they do.
Thank you, King.
That's literally what they do. These beings can, come into your bedroom and have their way with you. That's what they've been doing, but they only can do it if you allow it. And the way they've been allowing it is to have these people sign on dotted lines. It's foul shit that these we've been dealing with. Foul shit. Bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Hey, Smarty, I have a question.
Go ahead.
About clearing yourself. So if you clear yourself once, like love and light blankets on yourself, friends and family, do you have to do it often, or should you just do it once and that's it? Or do you have to constantly reinforce it or keep doing it?
Just so you know, I clear myself on a daily basis.
Yeah.
and I clear everybody around me. I clear all you guys. I
Yeah.
do that on a daily basis because I know, especially now, we're all under attack. So the answer is yes, clean yourself up every day.
And also, can I add
Perfect. Thank you.
the clearing up whenever I get around people or whatever, and they come to me with their problems, I'm already clearing them up telepathically as they talk, and I can
That's
tell
right.
that it changes their situation, their perspective, whatever it is they're struggling with. It's like they relax right away, and they don't know that I'm doing it telepathically, which is win-win for everybody.
That's how I do it. People don't
Yep.
even know what I'm capable of doing. They just know they was pissed off one minute, and the next minute they happy go lucky.
And
Yep.
they all laugh in the next.
Hey,
That's why you're the man,
Talking
buddy. That's
about-
why you're the man.
They talk about, what the fuck did you do to me? Nothing. Why?
hey, Smart. And I
Go
want to
ahead.
mention, as far as, I've always said that you and your products are the missing link that I've been looking to for years because, you go to church. I thought I was spiritual in church and I got kicked out of churches, because I was just listening to Daddy and, following the Holy Spirit. But then at some point I got to the point where there's got to be more because Yeshua in the Bible has said that we would do these works and greater and bigger things. It wasn't happening for me in the church. Like, okay, well, they're opening up the prayer line and people are going up there every week for the same thing over and over and over. And then all of a sudden you come along and, you are creating these products, and because you've said all along is to bring you closer to Daddy, but ultimately we're not to, use them as crutches. You want us to get stronger and stronger in our connection to Daddy and our trust in Daddy, And so
That's right.
I've noticed that, ever since, I don't know, whenever I started following you, and then whenever you started doing the Facebook lives and up to now, it's like these products are really the missing link. This is what we, us folks of, spiritual, whatever, wherever we came from, because we all come from so many different paths. I always say, this is what we had been missing. And now here we are doing those greater works because of you and because of Daddy, And
That's true. That's right. That's right. And they're only tools. And right now you see what they're doing. They're stopping people from even getting the tools.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Dr. WC used to call it the modern day praying cloth. She said, "You guys better get this. This is the modern day praying cloth."
It's true. It's very, very true. And to see, I go to my daughter's place of work the other night, and Daddy was like, take the vibranium healing crystal, and I set it there on the table. Never mind, and the whole atmosphere changed. And just you just have to be creative and listen to Daddy, because he'll take you places with these things that you never could have imagined. And I know for a fact that whole atmosphere was changed just by that. And it's the missing link. That's all I gotta say. This is the missing link.
Right. Well, I'm the missing link, but it's cool.
Yes, of course. Everybody's going, when's he coming back? He's already here. But anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And Daddy's always been here too. So
yes.
when Daddy fully activates your ass, it's over. There's nothing else you can do but do his work. There's literally nothing else you can do but do Daddy's work once he activates you. This is why the group is called Source Directives, because once Daddy activates you, you don't want to do nothing else.
No.
No. No. I'll be sitting there. You know what's funny about that you say that? I'll be sitting there and, there are some days, like, I literally have to go with the flow. I'm a homeschooling mom. There'll be times I'm like, I'm going to go do this. And Daddy's like, okay, try that out. And then I'm like, oh, but I really want to. And then I come back and I'm like, okay, never mind. I shouldn't have done that. But there are some times, because I'll sit there, because this 3D, like, not 3D. this matrix that we're living in, or that's being dismantled, right? I'll have to sit there, and there'll be some times where some things around my house, and please, some Jedis, don't judge me. Some things in my house don't get done. Like, I'm a very proactive person. I like to make sure my house is taken care of, whatever. And I'll be texting my mom sometimes. I'll be like, Mama, I'm out of it today. I know we did something last night. I'm not allowed to remember it, but I did a lot of work, and today I just cannot. And I said, I'm lucky I was able to get breakfast for the kids, and at least the bare minimum was taken care of, because I can't do anything else today. Like, and she's like,
it bees like that sometimes. I mean, I don't get things done all the time either. Throughout the day, I get multiple things done, and then I don't.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be sometimes you're like off on a roller coaster for like 2 or 3 days. I'll be like, yay, I got to go to the grocery store. I got that taken care of. I got that taken care of. You know, school and studies were taken care of. Freaking sweet. What else can I tackle? Along with the stuff that we do on, other dimensions or whatever. And then there are some days where I'm just like, I can't get out the damn bed. I'm glad I ate, but it's hard for me to do anything sometimes. And me and my mom will sit there and laugh, and it's like, and people think we don't do anything. Like, we literally have to laugh amongst ourselves, because it's like, you have no idea what we do. I'll have people tell me, oh, don't you want to do more with your life? You're just a mom at home with your kids, and I hear all the lip service, and I'm over here like, dude, that's gonna happen. I'm living forever as it is right now. I've got
exactly. So back to source directives. You got source directives. Like I always say, you got source directives, or you got free will. So which one you want?
Well, I like the continual effect that Daddy does, glorifying you so I can go back and glorify him. It's a beautiful, gift that keeps on giving. I'm sticking with that, if you don't mind. Like, so your opinion really is mute to me. Not you, Smarty. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about
I know. It's cool.
To like everybody else that sit there and be like, well, I'm going to do it this way. And I sit there and I'll see some people come back struggling, going, I just don't understand why. And I'm like, Nana, shut up. Don't say the F word, because if you say the faith word, everybody's going to be like, oh, God, that shit again. And it's like, not that shit again. Once you start, validating what faith does, you're going to see way more happen for you. But that's when Daddy's like, just be quiet and continue to be an example. And I'm like, okay, Daddy, no worries, Daddy. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, Daddy. Like,
right. It's all good. All right. Anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, I've got a question, please.
Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Just about past lives. I was just thinking, if you've done something really bad in a past life, and then this life, like I feel I'm a good person in this life, would you know that you've done something bad in a past life? Like, would it recur in the life that you're leading now?
The answer is yes to that. But majority of us on this call didn't do so bad in our past lives, and we're cleaning up a lot of this stuff now for or from our past lives and others' past lives. A lot of that stuff we've already done, so that doesn't even really matter or affect us moving forward. Because we're all getting ready to move into the higher realms and the higher dimensions. So I would just leave it alone, not worry about it.
Oh, because we're only thinking about when we get all our memories, and what if something that you've done just comes boom, like, how do you handle that? Like, oh shit.
You just handled it like, oh shit, I fucked up. Well, I'm glad I'm doing good now.
Okay, good. Good. Gone. All right. Let's move on. Thank you.
A lot of the bad shit you did in your past lives, you already got your punishment. You died.
Oh.
Game over.
Game over.
Wah, wah, wah.
That life is no longer existing. It's no longer yours. Move over.
Now, so a lot of that stuff, if it happened, is it like due to like programming? I'm assuming it's got something to do like with some of the, like, say, because we all, I'm sure we all.
It's not program. It's not programming. It was like different types of contracts and stuff like that. Things that you had to come do just to raise the planet's consciousness and vibration where we're moving forward. So, you know, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Like you said, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, because considering we're all in, this is the last cycle, and we're all, what's it called? Find your words. Right. Good God. I sent it to you telepathically. Immortal. There we go. Immortal. I can't talk sometimes. Me and Mom will be texting each other, and I can't even type sometimes. Like, holy crap.
It's all good. All right. Was that it, Tracy?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. First, is it cool to do a quick healing?
Go ahead. That's not a question, but go ahead.
A friend of mine's dad named Dio has stomach cancer, so he's undergoing treatment.
All right. Well, just go ahead and clean them up.
Okay. Tag.
Done.
My mom had a perforated bowel, so she had this emergency surgery. So she's got a colostomy bag now. If we could just clean up her stomach, organs, and she got some really bad migraines.
Tag.
Yep. Clean her up.
Done.
And then I had one question about me, if I could, really quick.
Yep. Go ahead.
I've been working for years on this, so I'm still doing all the healing and everything as much as I can. But my body is like almost. I'm not going to say it's almost, but it is pretty much almost. So like I'm almost stabilized in unity consciousness, or I will be soon. So I'm kind of just trusting the process. But is there anything can we reinforce just to like the remaining to clear?
What we'll do is we'll just reinforce your source directives and eliminate all the different programs you got going on. Tag.
Done.
When you start doing your source directives and what you're really supposed to be doing, everything else falls in place, including the healings we just performed. They'll happen a lot faster. Now that's what your source directives will be between you and Daddy.
Yeah, I keep asking him to make him more apparent and obvious to me. So I'm doing the healing, like the
right,
you know, the obvious stuff as much as I can. Pretty much I'm just going around doing it constantly. But I don't know any specifics really. But that'll come.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. He's going to show you more and more and more. There's a bunch of things that can help you move forward, and you may have to cut ties with previous friends or associates or whatever you want to call it, but he'll show you.
Yeah, even work, even like going to work every day. I feel like I'm wasting my time, kind of, to be honest. But
yeah, that's how it feels like when you're not doing well, not when but when you're not doing what you're made to do or what you're really supposed to be doing, you feel like that.
This is a trip. One other thing, if I can quickly, I might be wrong. So I had a bit of a dispute a couple years ago with this guy who was a tenant that I rented to, but then I was thinking of him, and I work in the ER, so it was like I saw him last night there, but I tried to avoid him just to leave him alone. And then I checked the patient list, but he wasn't on the list. And then I might have mistaken seeing him, but I thought it was him. So I'm like, did I manifest him in that ER? Because it was kind of a trip.
Right. Well, when things like that happen, you can't run from it. That's Daddy showing you have to make amends.
Yeah, because we got in a bit of a scrap about the whole thing.
Right.
So I'm not like, I don't really have any like ill will or anything, but
no, it was just right. The thing is that you he may have it towards you, and you have to let him know that there's no issues and that everything's good. I had to do that in many cases myself.
Yeah,
and things don't move. Other things would have not happened if I would have not taken care of that, is what I'm saying.
So sometimes you have to do it like face to face and not just do it kind of, just forgive and let go and all that stuff.
You can do it. You can do it the way that you just thought of. However, if Dad wants you to do it face to face, he'll do things like that to make sure you get the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? Because I've had to do it myself where I felt uncomfortable and I didn't want to talk to certain people, and then it's like, oh shit, okay, I got you. And then
Yeah.
I'd say, hey man, how you doing? Long time no see. Blah 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 blah. You know, I hope all is well. You know, we were young and dumb back in the day, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and
It was just,
that goes for everybody, because what happens there is that door is now closed, and Daddy will open up new doors for not only you but for that individual too. That's how it works.
Love it.
Now,
yeah, it was strange because he wasn't on the list. So I'm like, was I imagining that, or was that actually him? But maybe you're not supposed to tell me that.
Yeah, well, it was him.
Okay. That's good. The last thing, like you talked about removing the programs and that, like, I know programs are energy is programs and programs are energy. So it's just like everything's energy. But is that, I have deprogrammed myself so much now. I'm just kind of like still awareness. There's just a bit of solidity left in my body, but is there anything else should I worry about, not worry, but just work on kind of, letting go of any beliefs at all, kind of?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just you know, because here's the problem. A lot of people do all types of research, right? And then they got so much information that a lot of it is not true because there wasn't really nobody telling you the actual truth. So now you not you, but in general. So now the person is reporting on things and they believe it's true when it's semi-true. So the best thing to do is just let go of all that information, reconnect to Daddy, and you know, use the method and start working on people, and then he'll give you the correct information. And you have to be mindful of the words that you use too, because the words that you use came from other programs.
The words that I use for
This is in general,
or what?
Yeah. This exactly, because a lot of people use different words like ascension or kundalini or the fifth and five chakra, and it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Because last time I checked, I was nothing but a ball of light. I don't see no chakras. I don't have a kundalini. I am the kundalini.
Although I did have, yeah, I'm not disputing you. I did have them all like this was like 3 or 4 years ago. All of them lit up at once and were spinning. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I think they're just a stage anyway, and then they go away. But
that's what it is. That's a program that somebody put there by a meditation that don't need to be there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Even when you all right, for instance, the Reiki, a lot of people use Reiki because it's widely known and used. That is not the energy that we use. That's actually an alien energy, an alien technique. It's not even what we do. So when I hear that, it's like, yeah, no, we do this, we use source energy, blah 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 blah, and then they look at me like, what the fuck is that? What are you talking about? And the only reason why they look at me like that is because they think they have the right information when they don't realize that they're using alien grade techniques. So this is what I'm saying when I say you have to deprogram yourself from just about everything you think you know, not you. I'm speaking in general. Mm-hmm. Think, you know, and you know that part where where we say be still and know yourself.
Yeah.
Well, the only way to fully connect to Daddy is to let go, let him. So it's okay to research and learn everything. And that's what all of us have been doing, by the way, which is cool.
Yeah, that's
when
what happened to me in 2018. It's like you can't know the absolute. You like surrender into it and pretty much die. So yeah, you can't know it. All the information is useless at a certain point.
so daddy will show you everything you need to know. He'll validate certain things for you. A lot of people come along and say, oh, well, this method doesn't work for me, or this ain't right, or that ain't right. It's because of that. It's because they got so much shit going on where all of their belief systems, and they thought they knew something, is not allowing daddy to come in. And that happened a lot. But at the end of the day, these people come back, and you like, I don't share all the emails that I get, right, or all the text messages. But lately, a lot of people have been coming forward, saying that they apologize for what they said and certain things like that, because they realize that I've been telling the truth, and I've been under attack from just about everywhere. So, it's a wonderful thing to see. So people have to, unlearn what they thought they knew, and just listen to what I'm telling them, because it's coming from daddy. That's another thing. It's not coming from me. Like I wouldn't even know where to start. And I've been saying that since day one. Like, I'm telling you what daddy's telling me to tell you. I don't care if you believe it or not. I'm just telling you the truth. And you know how they say, well, we got our own truth. Yeah, that's true. You got your own truth, but then what are you going to say to daddy? You're going to tell daddy you got your own truth? Okay. Let's see how far you get with that shit.
He's like, oh, that's cute. Monopoly money.
But the best thing to do is just chill, go with the flow, let go of everything, and focus on the methods I've been teaching you guys, because that's the only way you're going to get close to daddy.
Yeah,
it's true.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Go ahead.
There's something.
What are you going to say?
Me?
Who, me?
Chris.
I was gonna say, I went on a meditation retreat earlier this year, and I introduced all these people to your stuff, and some of them were skeptical initially, and then I got a bunch of them on board, and I missed the last one, but they had like two of the new large generators, and then like a couple blue ones and all these other ones, and it was apparently I got a couple voice messages with like the craziest energy experience, and they're like real, they're not by your standards, but it's like a really advanced retreat. There's like no, there's
a lot of good people out there trying to do the right thing, and eventually we'll come along and help them out, because that's what daddy's going to want me to do anyway. At the end of the day, everybody's going to know daddy, whether they agree with it or not. And what's going to happen is once we release some of the technologies that we have, they're only going to get it through me, right? So all of those skeptics are going to realize, man, we're going to have to give in, because they got the good shit and we want some of that.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, because the people there that were actually awake in like the absolute state, if you want to call it that, they knew what was up. And then there's some people there that they had an issue with the flower of life symbol. They said it was like the malevolent flower of life. So they had to like take the thing down. It was so stupid. And they were saying it was like the most powerful energetic day they've ever had on those retreats. It's already a crazy energy on those with that certain retreat.
So here's the thing with that. We all know that daddy created everything, right?
Yeah.
So even if the cabal used the flower of life for ill will, once I took it and did what I did with it, I restored it. That's literally what I'm doing to the entire fucking planet. So for anybody to say that the flower of life that I use has ill will or bad intentions, or was created for blah, 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 needs to be put in the fucking asylum.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's It's unfortunate. They took they ran with a concept that someone else told them that they believe pretty much. And then they
I
get
know,
scared, use fear. Yeah.
I had the emails where someone says, "Hey, send me my money back because this has the flower of life symbol on it," and I just started cracking up, bro.
Yeah.
So I know where I saw all that shit happening, but it's all
Okay.
good. It don't even matter because people don't even realize what the fuck they're saying or they're doing because of these different programs going on around the world, right? So, for instance, everybody thinks 666 is demonic. Well, if you look at the numbers and you look at the energies and the colors, that's the highest vibrating color there is, which is purple, right? Okay, so that being said, 666 is not evil. It's the fastest vibrating color there is.
So was it like co-opted to think it's evil, but it's actually it was the highest one? Yeah.
Exactly, and they did it to keep everybody from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now they did that to keep everybody from it. Now listen to this: when you put alkaline water at a high alkalinity, what color is it? It's 6. It's purple.
Wow.
So fucked up. And this is what they've been doing. They even did it with the Star of David. They've been using all of these, all of these symbols and all of these things that were created by Daddy, perverted it, kept everybody away from it on purpose because of the energies. Okay, the energies. It all goes back to energy. The energies that they were trying to keep people from. And I rarely talk about all of that shit because to me it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what I do. Blue, Daddy Blue, purple, they're the highest vibrating patterns or energies, colors there are. But at the end of the day, that shit don't even matter because I use Daddy's energy. There's nothing more powerful than Dad's energies. Nothing. That's literally what I am.
On that note, the crystalline chamber. Has anyone asked if you put? I know you put pictures on the new generator, but can we put them on the chamber too? Or
yes,
is it not? Yeah, and they'll get a bit different effect than the other.
Yep.
Like it's good to use the same picture on both at different times, I guess.
Well, you could do that, but when you do that, focus on it because you'll literally see the person's hologram pop up. Ooh.
On the chamber.
On the chamber.
Okay, cool.
I got this device that I put in my hand, and when I open my hand with the device in my hand, the person's hologram pops up, and then I work on them that way. And I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that in public so that people can see.
Oof.
I got a lot of good shit that I don't tell everybody because it's not time. So, we're in conflict right now, or the world is in chaos over there on that end, but it doesn't matter because it's all according to Dad's plan. We're literally getting rid of the dark shit so that we can bring in the light full force, the healing full force. And they fell for all the traps.
Say if we had some sort of item we wanted to charge. I know you can do it on the generator, but would it be worthwhile charging it on the chamber too? And then you get the best of both?
Well, you can put all the devices together, and what's going to happen, that's going to take on the energies. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's different things you can do with it, but you won't really know it's actually taking place unless you've been practicing and you can see and feel the energy, because that's where we want everybody to be. And this is another reason why certain dark individuals can't even use my method, because they can't feel or see it, and Daddy won't let them. There's no way we can lose. There's no way. It's over. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's almost like I can give a transmission where I know it's working. People are feeling it really strongly, but I don't I know it'll work, but I don't like visually, I can't sense when I'm trying to like just rip something out, Smarty technique, and throw it to source.
Yeah, well, you have to, like I said, you have to see it.
Yeah.
Use your imagination, and while you're using your imagination, allow yourself to feel it, see it, sense it. Once you get to that, it becomes more and more real. So just continue.
Okay.
That's literally all it is. It's like, all right, for instance, when I do it, I literally feel a form like Jello. And it happens so fast that people don't even believe it. That was in the beginning. I was healing hundreds of people on Facebook Live in one shot, and it's because they don't understand what I can do yet. But what happens is, on my end, for instance, if you have a tumor in your brain, I pull yourself up on the on the hologram that I have. I pull yourself up on the hologram. I see your head. I see the tumor, and then when I go in, it's like I'm sticking my hand in aerogel or like foam, like Jello, right? And then I pull it out, boom, and then your head closes back up just like it was Jello. And then I send it off to Daddy, grab a new one, and pop it back in your head. Pow! Mm-hmm. But I'm just giving y'all a visual of what's happening and what it feels like, so that you understand, or that you can try it and test it, because that's literally what happens. The way that I taught you guys is just quick and easy, bam, 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 bam. But there's ways to there's ways to practice, and there's ways to fully understand what y'all doing. And everybody will get to that point eventually. Right now, we just got to heal everybody. Let's just keep it moving. Bam, 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 done, done, done. Wait till you see what I'm about to do next.
Can't wait.
What are you gonna do, buddy? What are you gonna do, buddy? Do tell.
I'm gonna have lines of people at concerts, churches, and I'm gonna heal them all. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
buddy. Pop, pop, pop.
Brilliant.
Go ahead and censor that shit. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. All right, I gotta get some stuff done. I'm about to have another intel call, take care of some business. Everybody continue the heavy love and lights for the Pakistanis, the Israelis, all the innocent players, all the innocent victims, I should say, and continue to put heavy love and light blankets on the remaining dark ones in the area. Continue to expose everything, share it, expose it. Everything Daddy wants you to do, I don't got to tell you. He'll just show you. And we'll see you guys on the other end of this shit. We'll be celebrating shortly.
for sure. Thank
Done,
you.
Let's
done.
go. Thank you,
Yay.
big brother. Love you. Done, done, done.
Love you guys.
Love you.